and welcome to Successful Trading for this pre-market recording. I just want to take a quick time to thank the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. If you are not used to the channel, the structure of this channel is to provide a video to support the blog at successfultradings.com. So far this month, actually since maybe early February, I've been abroad. I am currently in Cameroon. More on that in a later video. Today may be the last video that we are making here because of the coronavirus. We're not sure if we will be able to travel back, but I will keep you updated. So today's video, we want to recap what happened yesterday. The word of the day yesterday was actually rinse and repeat on what has been going on SPY. Let's go ahead and quickly show you that. Which side should I put this here? I don't even know. Okay, that's fine. I don't know where I end up. That's fine. So SPY, yesterday I explained how we have been using the Melissa trade, aka the strangle of SPY, because of the wild move that SPY has. Let's go to the daily, because that's where I think we had an illustration. Let's quickly go to the daily chart here. I'm inside of TradingView. If you are new to the channel, I invite you to take a look at the review of TradingView on the blog, successfultradings.com. So yesterday on SPY, we talked about some possibilities and what lies in the future. Talked about potentially this level. I kid you not. So yesterday they opened the market gap up, obviously. So we cashed the calls. We cashed the calls. We didn't even wait. Though maybe they could have yielded more money, more profit. The calls that we had, I remember having 291 calls in yesterday's video. So we cashed them. And so that was the rinse and repeat. And we decided that we wanted to take a look at Apple during the day trade. So we successfully scalp some Apple puts. The trade was really time-bound in the sense that I had a risk that I wanted to limit. So this candle here, where we are below the VWAP, I think I had a very bad entry because, as usual, the fake, look at this. So the fake, you're below the VWAP. The fake here, it bounced off of the exponential moving average 20. That's the yellow line. And then they came back up. So, well, if you were to enter here, you were in better shape than if you entered maybe somewhere here. I mean, in any case, it's just in terms of really maximizing the gain. In my case, I entered right here. So it went back up, frustrating me a little bit for 15 minutes, but eventually I sold it. I didn't wait for this candle, to be honest with you, because I had a sense of why was my reason. And this is a teaching moment here. This was the previous bounce. So this line here was support 270, right? See, we explained that support, for those who are new to the channel, is a place where the price has a lot of touches. So how many touches do we have at 270? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 touches. So 11 touches at this 270 without counting this candle. So I could have been patient and maybe wait for this candle. It would have yielded more gain, but really, because I had very close to the money call, so they were a little puts radar. They were a little bit expensive. So scalping the Apple puts yesterday yielded maybe 33% on, but 33% when your risk is bigger. What I mean by risk, meaning the cost of the contract, guys. I'm not necessarily saying that money you are to lose it, as well as you know that we do risk management in options. So compared to my usual cost of the contract, remember the earlier video, we were maybe trading contract that was worth 15 cents, meaning actual cost is $15. In this case, lately we have been noticing we are doing $1.50 or so, but in the case of this support trade here, scalping here, the cost was over $3 per contract. So with 33% of that, it's still decent gain. It's not the gigantic gain that we have had in the past, but at least on that sole trade, getting 33% or so was not bad at all. It could have been better if you waited for here, but if you waited for here, so after scalping those Apple puts, look what happened. this, all of this here. So this is a 15-minute chart, right? So let's count the number of candles. Four more. So 3 hours. What we call chop. Chop meaning that the price is not moving up or is not moving down. It's just moving sideways. So 3 hours of sideways. The teaching moment of today is recognizing when the market is doing sideways. And well, you can see it, but if you're already in the trade, how do you know it? Let me give you a rule of thumb. And we have we wrote a blog, a piece on this in one of our, on the blog. You can search it, I believe, 7 things to do. So it says 7 winning ways or something. So something with 7 on there. If I remember, I will put it in another video. I'm not going to waste time getting to see that on blog on there. But we describe that Tuesdays, Wednesdays are the most prominent days to see this type of action. And we gave the time of the day. Strictly between this time on here, which is 2 hours after the open, so starting at 11:30 Eastern. No, 8:30 Eastern, yeah, because this chart here is, yeah, this chart here is on California time. So this is 9:30, 6:30 for my computer is on California time. As you can see, it's 2 a.m. in California. I'm not in California right now. So this is the time at which, so 11:30 Eastern through pretty much, yeah, let's say 2 p.m. Eastern. That's the time that you should be very conservative in taking the trades. Obviously, when the market open, you have an impulse up or down, depending on the stock that you're trading. So that momentum is going to last for literally an hour and a half. So you give yourself a good first 90 minutes to do trades, day trade or whatever. But after that, the recommendation on that article on successfultradings.com is to be mindful of side reaction, because in options, all that's going to do is eat theta. Theta is the time. That's a major factor in option, right? So yesterday that happened here. That happened for the whole market. Apple, you know, is correlated to SPY, so you will see that on SPY as well. And then after that, this is what happened. This huge, massive run. So of how many points? 13 points. So if you were to have this, so you could have gotten it after this. I got in at some point. When did I get in? I am not sure. I think I got in somewhere late on here. I think, yeah, this can almost likely I got in. But knowing how I do it, I strangled that position. So both the call was winning. It was giving profit already that I left overnight. So that's going to turn into a swing trade. But I can tell you that as of now, that may not be looking so good, because these are the futures, and the futures are red. Well, at least they were red when we started this video. Okay, so SPY is losing -1%. I don't know. They are just playing with this. So as much. So the word of the day, we could say Houdini, because of what happened yesterday, where the market was really on the brink, on the verge of just tanking, and then it managed to really escape those low. Let's take a look. So yesterday on the 10th, look at this low. So now we have had, over the first 2 days of this week, great support at 274 or thereabout. That's interesting. So meaning a base here is forming. So is this going to prop up? In any case, this is no man's land, as we can take a look at the daily, right? So this is no man's land. This candle on here, I explained yesterday what this green, those were rallies. So higher high. So this action here at 288 yesterday at the close. The president spoke yesterday. I'm not sure how that was received, but the after hours was bearish. So not sure how we're gonna open on Wednesday. Wednesday usually a day that I describe as whipsaw, meaning that up and down. We do extreme on Wednesday. So on Wednesday is the day of the week where usually we see a change in pattern. So maybe we go all the way to, I don't know, 296 or whatever today, when the market opened in 4.5 hours or so. But we are still in the bearish mode, guys, because we are way below this average. That's why we are seeing these swings. Look at this candle yesterday between the low and the high. So 273 to 288 close. That's 15 points. 15 points. That's a lot. And on Monday, we had a variation of 11 points or so. So 11 point, 15 points. Somebody see a geometric pattern here? Maybe 17 points today between the low and the high. So that's how wild we have been. So what else did we trade yesterday very quickly? What do I have this? I have this on here to show you the economic calendar. So this is it here on. So this is how you can tell everything that's the event that could impact the market. So like the president talking, but it wasn't during daytime. So then you can select. Sorry, but some of these, they may not be of great value. So meaning I just want economic event pertaining to specific countries. So I don't know, Germany, Canada, Japan, or China, obviously. And they're offering China somewhere here. Thank you. European Union. That's okay. European Union will take care of all of the other ones. So actually, yeah. So United Kingdom, they're no longer in there. Okay. So that's my filtering. So you can do that and just. So on March 10, employment data. I just wanted to see, did they have the event when the president was talking? They should have it here, but you also have it on the app, on the Tailing investing.com app. Yes, investing.com app and the TeleTrader app. That's what I was referring, because there's an article on the blog actually which does a review of both of those tools. And based on your feedback on the videos, I've seen people who prefer one or the other. So typically, I don't look at the economic calendar here. In here, I look at it on the app on either TeleTrader or investing.com app, or both of which are free for you to use, as I've recommended them as part of your chart study, because all your trades really they need to have a basis of study. Oh, we are looking at quickly here to close. We're looking at a chart of Gilead. Oh, Gilead was a sweet trade yesterday for those who shorted this from the open. Man, 6 points. That's actually, let's go to the daily chart to look at the move, the daily move, and how wild they have been. Look at these candles, guys and gals. Look at the candles, literally. So something is going on Gilead, has been going on Gilead since maybe the 24th, because look at all size of candles. We're talking about the low and the high, right? So that's the amplitude, is also known average true range or average daily range. So if I go, I think there is a place where to do that. Sorry that I'm digressing here, but I mean, these videos, we just want to make them to give you as much knowledge and information as possible. So to what I'm talking about, ATR, average true range, and I want, oh, here we go. Thank you, God. All right, fantastic. So we have it here. So I'm getting this from Finwiz. Finwiz is another tool that you need in your trading books. We have a review of that on successfultradings.com. So please, by all means. So this is what has been going on. The average true range for this stock, meaning that the delta between the expected move each day used to be less than $1.50. Okay? Lately, since February, it has crept a little bit up. Okay? And now that average is $2. But I mean, it doesn't really give you much. You see by yourself. Yesterday it was $6 between the high and the low. Most all of it on the short side. On Monday, we opened at 77. The low was 73. So that's almost $4 to $5, because that's really 78. And then on Friday, where it broke out from 75 to 80. So we've been looking at $5. So when I see this type of action, what does that tell me? So that's the importance of having a good watch list. So because you study the stock in your watch list, and when you see this, that's heaven for you as a trader. So, and the safe trade on here is a stronghold. So right now, we have a stronghold going on Gilead to say, hey, we took it yesterday, I think it was maybe at 70, to say, hey, if you're going to make a $5 move each per day, so we're going to take the 75 or 76 calls, and we're going to take the 66 or the 65 puts, I think, when it was at 70. So let's see how it plays out with limited risk. And what's going to happen, how you manage this trade, is that when the market open, you just it's a relaxed trade, meaning you don't have to sweat it or anything. You just have to be careful about theta, because if you have, how many days I have left? 3 days on it. You have to see how theta evolves, because you are losing theta on both sides. Theta is a measure of time that make your option lose value. But as the stock will be moving, you will be adding to the winning side during beta. That's the beauty of having a setup like this. And so you're just taking advantage of what the market's telling you happening on a specific stock. Now, there is one move happening here. Do not ask me if I think that Gilead, because of which that happened with the coronavirus, is going to be bullish for the rest of the year. I do not really spend that much time on it. I wrote an article on Gilead on successfultrading.com. Again, you can check it out. My thing was that, hey, I needed to have Gilead on my watch list, and I needed to trade it because there's an opportunity to make money. That's the purpose of trading, option trading, more particularly. So we did that yesterday successfully on the put side on Gilead. So we cashed some of our put, and we kept the setup. Again, it's stronger, as I just mentioned. It closed bullishly. Gilead is a stock that actually, that's another nugget for you. Gilead run in the last hour, almost 80% of the time. Yeah, they didn't start this year. I have been knowing this stock for years, and I used to trade it greatly. So, and then we had a little bit of a divorce because it was just too wacky for me. But Gilead lacked a run in the last hour. So that's something that you can include in your arsenal of trading. Last trade that we did yesterday was our friend Twtr. What's the beauty? Twtr is a beauty because on Monday I traded with the wife. She was, for the first time ever actually, she attended the whole trading session, so it was relaxed for me because from the open we cashed out the huge gain that we had on SPY. So I was explaining, she was asking me questions, and I was explaining some of my trades, my setups, and things that we talked about on this channel. So that was actually a great experience. So Twtr, because we had a conversation on Twtr when I should have taken profit, or I was telling her how I missed out on this uptrend, and then I traded this downtrend partially because I sold somewhere here, as I explained yesterday. So yesterday, we traded this and we traded this. Yes, in both instances. So we traded calls and we traded puts afterwards. And then they went sideways. So this sideways action is the same sideways action that we saw on Apple. So right now, we think, well, I think that's it's slightly bearish, but with this market, you don't know. So again, whenever I'm gonna see a setup. So in this case, went bullish because of VWAP. As you notice, let me go back here. This is the data window. I tend to have my alerts around the VWAP or for bullish or bearish sign. So we traded that in both directions. Unlike here where we missed this huge one that paid greatly. So yesterday we were thinking that maybe it could come down. No, it didn't. They went sideways. So let's see what the rest of the week entails. So market is pulling a Houdini. By having a good watch list, you can access trades such as scalping Apple puts is which was worked yesterday. Scalping puts and calls on Twtr is another thing that worked yesterday, and obviously the Melissa trade is always on with the notice that hey, the market can pull a Houdini at any point of time. Thank you very much for following. Please subscribe. I actually seen an uptick this week since I start asking for for people to subscribe. I'm not sure if that's just positive learning or reinforcement learning rather. So maybe I'm gonna continue asking for newcomers to subscribe, for those who watch the video to subscribe, and we will continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Thank you very much, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.